as you can see, we got a coming up right here. So I don't really know too much about Turkish or any of the related Turkic languages, which also includes the likes of Azerbaijani, Kazakh, Uzbek, Turkmen, Kyrgyz, Uyghur, and several others that are scattered throughout Russia, such as Tatar. I can't remember all of them. There's some that exist in Siberia as well, and they're all like related to each other. Now, the funny thing about the Turkic language family is that a Turk from Turkey is going to look very, very different from a Turkic person from Siberia. Like, I remember this meme picture of some Kazakh athlete who looks East Asian. Like, she's got that the typical, like, quote-unquote East Asian features, like the quote-unquote Asian eyes, which is technically called the epicanthic fold. It's like she's Kazakh, which are a Turkic people, and yet they look very different from Turks from Turkey. And this has to partially do with the fact that Turkey being in the Middle East, like, there was a lot of assimilation into the Turkic culture that took place during Ottoman times. Like, there's a lot of genetic diversity there that's for the longest time, like, Anatolia, which is where Turkey is today, was under the control of the Greeks through the Byzantine Empire. So some of the people would have a lot of Greek ancestry, and then there's also, like, typical Middle Eastern stuff as well. And yet you go all the way to Siberia, the Turks there will look East Asian and all that. So that's just something quirky about the Turkic language family. It's more of a cultural thing than it really is genetic. I mean, you could say the same thing about other language families as well, but in my eyes, the Turkic family is one of the more obvious examples of this diversity. But we're not talking about the language family in general. We're going to be talking about specifically Turkish, the one that most people will think of when they think of Turkic. But before we get started, make sure if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you check out Language Simp's original video, and let's go ahead and see whether or not how Constantinople got the works is nobody's business but the Turks. Because Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople.
The language is gluey. There is glue everywhere coming out of every letter, so much glue.
Is he talking about an agglutinative language? Is Turkish agglutinative? I know Hungarian is.
It's more like the noise someone makes when they're doing the punching. Sabrolarım naber. YouTube kanalıma teşrif edip şeref verdiniz. Benim adım Dilsep.
Baller Noah right there. Let's go.
Dalise, Amerikalıyım. Bugün sizlere birlikte Türkçe üzerine konuşacağız.
Türkçe.
Otherwise formerly known as Ottomanese.
Ottomanese.
Kebab language.
Kebab language. We must destroy Kebab. Serbia commands us.
Uzbek too.
Uzbek too. Are they part of the same group? Like, there's 3 major branches of the Turkic language family. Because I know that Turkish, Azerbaijani, and I think Turkmen are part of the same branch. I think it's the Oghuz branch, and I know that Kazakh, Tatar, are part of the Kipchak branch. There's a 4th extinct branch, but, you know. Suffixian, okay.
Dr. Oz language.
Oh, is Dr. Oz Turkish?
This is the 17th episode of Language Review, a series where I go through the languages of the world and review them, sort of like a...
Egypt? Oh, wait. Oh, no, I didn't see this one. Well, actually, I have seen this one, but just not to the...
video game reviewer. And at the end of the video, I'll give them an official rating from Dogwater to GigaChad on the Simp scale.
Let's go.
If you're serious about learning
I don't remember what he plays Spanish as.
Language and want to see more videos from me, check out my Patreon page where I post bi-weekly...
I think he put Japan in Dogwater because of weeb culture, even though the irony is Japanese people really like weebs because they think that nobody really likes Japan, even though a lot of people like Japan.
Weekly videos and answer your language learning questions one-on-one. If you enjoy this video, let me know which language I should review next in the comments, and without further ado, Hadi bakalım.
Hadi bakalım.
Turkey, I love turkey. I eat it with gravy on Thanksgiving with my family.
Oh yeah, fun fact. The reason why we call them turkeys is because Turkey, or the Ottoman Empire, was one of the first places that they were imported to from the New World, and so the name just kind of stuck.
Shut up. That's such a stupid recycled joke. I've heard it 1,000 times.
Oh, sorry. But I also love Turkey, the country.
Excuse me? I believe you mean Turkiye?
Turkiye? You mean Eswatini instead of Swaziland?
No, Turkey, the country with the red flag.
There's a lot of countries with red flags. In fact, this whole video is a red flag.
It's Turkiye. Stop dead naming it. Anyway, the turkey is a large bird in the genus Meleagris, native to North America. Sorry, I mean a turkey is when you get 3 strikes in a row when bowling. Okay, sorry, Lütfen beni affedin, I couldn't resist. The Turkish language is mainly spoken by over 70 million NPCs in Turkey, which is one of my favorite countries in Europe.
Kind of. I mean, they want to be considered European, like, really badly. It reminds me of that there's a random descriptions on Instagram, people saying that Japan is turning their footsteps into electricity. I don't even know what that means.
There they have gorgeous cities with...
Oh, yes, I remember. There's that one documentary that got a lot of traction on YouTube about the cats of Istanbul, and it was called Katie, I think.
Stray cats everywhere,
yes.
Breathtaking nature, skibbity bop bop, hair...
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, wait. No, we need to look at that video of the Turkish man trying to do the Yevon polka scat with the drum and the cat jam gif. Or GIF, as Shadow the Hedgehog pronounces it.
People like me, vendors who repeatedly steal the ice cream you literally...
Oh, this literally Dairy Queen be like...
...really just paid for, and really good soap
Ashki Memnu.
operas. I could think of like 31 reasons why I'd want to visit Turkey, so I'll name a few. I'd love to...
I want to visit... There's one reason why I would ever visit Turkey, and that's to see the ancient 10,000-year-old sites of Taştepeler, which includes the likes of Göbekli Tepe, Karahan Tepe, and various other super ancient sites.
Book a ticket on Turkish Hairlines and get a
Hairlines, yes.
nice affordable Turkish hair transplant. Maybe you get a discount if you speak their language. And I'd also love to try Turkish oil wrestling.
That's a thing?
My favorite sport to watch, where large men cover their bodies in olive oil and compete to achieve a rather strange objective. And I also really need to...
Oh, that's right. I remember this. I remember that there's literally a city in Turkey called Batman, and they tried to sue DC for using the city's name, and it's like, how was anyone here in the US supposed to know that there's a city in Turkey called Batman?
See what the heck is going on in Batman, which is a real place. But
yeah.
Most of all,
that actually reminds me that there's a city in somewhere in Latin America called Roxas City or something like that, and Roxas is a Kingdom Hearts character.
Love to meet Malum Kishi,
the one who shall not be named. Well, you just named him.
One who shall not be named, who is extremely handsome and tall and perfect. You and Malum Party are great. Please don't arrest me when I come to your country.
Sure.
However, no other place is as well known for having Turkish speakers than Western Turkey.
Western Turkey. That's... Bunda would say that this is very accurate.
I mean, jerky.
Jerky! Turkany.
Turkland, Germany, which is home to around 3 million speakers.
No, it's like people in Albania talking about how great Albania it is, but they live in Germany.
And Turkish is also spoken by minority groups in other places, such as Western Europe, the Balkans, the Middle East, as well as... Wait, why does that look like a bad cosplay of the USA?
Fun fact, I remember seeing a cloud one time that looked almost exactly like Cyprus. Don't ask me why I remembered that, I just did.
Cyprus, where it's a co-official language. And then Azerbaijani is mutually intelligible, so practically speaking, you automatically unlock this DLC when you...
Yeah, pretty much.
Unfortunately, we don't have too many Turkish-speaking NPCs in the USA, but the ones we do have tend to be in New Jersey. Really? New Jersey?
Is there like a little Turkey in New Jersey? Because I know that Texas has a little Laos.
What the f? So with about 80 million NPCs speaking it worldwide, learning Turkish will unlock you quite a lot of DLC. But did you know that you, yes you, already speak this language? According to the Sun language theory popularized by nationalist Hüseyin Cahit Yalçın, all human languages originated from Turkish.
Oh. And here's some people thought they originated from Hebrew.
So German, Swahili, French, American, and everything else are all just dialects of Kebab language. I think he was onto something.
I mean, there is the idea that the Indo-European languages originated in Anatolia, although it's not quite as popular as the steppe hypothesis.
But while Turkish does have dialects itself, it's not as much of a fustercluck as languages like Vietnamese and Italian, where
No kidding.
everything differs from town to town.
Right, yeah, because I know that, like, in Italian, they call them the dialetti, but a lot of them are mutually unintelligible. Like, the Sardinian language, especially in the north, is generally believed to be the closest to Latin because it preserves a lot of features that were lost in other Romance languages.
Instead, within Turkey, you mainly just have a few major dialect groups shown here.
So these are all supposed to be Turkish?
Oh wait, wrong map.
Yes.
That's Greece. There we go. Rookie American mistake. They're basically the same thing anyway, you can't blame me.
A lot of people ship them in Haitalia.
First we have Western Anatolian, and this is normie Turkish, and it sounds clear with neutral pronunciation like American English.
I'm sure, since I'm pretty sure that's where the capital is, right? Because a lot of standardized varieties of languages tend to be based around where their capitals are.
Standard Turkish, which is what you'll probably learn, is based on the variety of Western Anatolian spoken in Constantinople.
Because Istanbul was Constantinople, and now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople.
I mean, Istanbul. Sorry, I was born in 1452 before they changed the name.
Oh yeah, how it got the works is no one's business but the Turks.
Then we have Eastern Anatolian, and this is fun GigaChad Turkish.
I'm sure it is. That's where Göbekli Tepe is.
They've got a heavier, more rough and tough accent with some based Kurdish influence.
Oh, well, don't tell them that. They refuse to acknowledge the existence of any Kurdistan, or at least the Turkish government does.
I'd say it's relatable to Scottish English. Then we have Black Sea or Northeastern Anatolian, and this is spicy Turkish. It's melodic and sing-songy, and other Turks love to meme their dialect. It reminds me of Jamaican English, very
Is that
beautiful,
so?
distinct, and memorable.
Does it have influence from Georgian?
And lastly, there's one village in Turkey where they speak bird
Kuşkui.
language and whistle to each other to communicate.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't they do that on the Canary Islands off the coast of Africa, northwest Africa?
But now if we leave Turkey and go to the little American-looking island, here in Cyprus they speak Cypriot Turkish, which is influenced by Greek. And these NPCs sound so cute and adorable. They could be cursing you out and you'd still smile. Aw, it reminds me of Brazilians. And if we fly to the least controversial region on Earth,
Yes, least controversial, as if it wasn't called the powder keg of Europe.
we find Balkan Turkish. Wait, how'd it get there?
A little someone called Otto Man.
It feels like there must have been an empire or something at some point. The
Kind of.
dialects here are a bit old-fashioned, and they do some cool fusion stuff where they add words from their local languages. I've heard Bulgarian Turkish, and it's pretty hardcore. Then in Iraq and Syria, they have a more guttural dialect, influenced heavily by the greatest language ever,
Oh yeah, represent 12% of my people.
El Arabiya. So they often replace the K sound with a q. Next we have Caucasus Turkish, which is
Caucasus, who calls it? I've always pronounced it Caucasus.
also old-fashioned and influenced by languages of the region, including Ruski. Then you've got the diaspora in Turkey and the Turkey lands.
Turkey lands, let's go.
Basically just speak standard Turkish, but might add a rogue diga or mocker in their sentence.
Okay, let's not mispronounce Diggo over there.
From time to time. I heard a ton of Turkish when I was traveling in Germany, especially in the best airport on earth, Flughafen Frankfurt, Maine. And if you want to go speak Turkish in Turkey or travel anywhere else, you should check out.
Okay, and not to get all controversial, how many of those people are one of those immigrants?
Now it's time to talk about the writing system. The
All right.
Turkish
Yeah.
language used to be written in the gorgeous Arabic script for about 900 years until being replaced practically overnight in 1928 by Turkey's George Washington.
Yes, Ataturk. Yeah, he wanted to basically He wanted to after the Ottoman Empire fell. Ataturk wanted to basically not only modernize Turkey but westernize it as well. Because they want, even to this day, they want to be considered as they want to be part of the European Union, and they're like honorary at best. I don't remember their official status.
Mustafa Kemal Ataturk.
Yeah.
This work of art, as beautiful and perfect as it was a bit too hard to pair with Turkish phonetics, so Ataturk decided the American alphabet would be a better fit. That's crazy to
America.
me. Imagine if Trump tomorrow was like, I love Russia.
Yes, let's switch to... So, actually, the Cyrillic writing system would suit English better than the Latin one. Low-key. Not no there's a letter for pretty much a lot of sounds. Like instead of writing with the ch, the ch sound, there's a letter for that in Cyrillic. Instead of like having two different j sounds, there's a letter for that as well. And then a sh sound, there's a letter for that. No, it honestly, no. Low-key, Cyrillic would be very good to write English with.
He is a big, beautiful crab. We must all now write in Cyrillic.
And Ataturk was a total Chad. He himself then toured the country to teach the new writing system to all the NPCs.
Yeah.
So nowadays, Turkish
Yeah, they had to relearn this from scratch.
is written in a modified version of the American alphabet with 29 letters instead of the normal 26. I bet it's similar enough to what we use, so let's just run through it quickly. A, B, J. Wait, J? What?
J.
The donor kebab? Must have been a typo. However, a lot of letters still are normal, so let's focus in on the quirked up mutant creatures. The C is a furry with a tail coming out its
It's called a cedilla.
behind, and it makes the ch sound like in chilies.
Yeah.
Then the normal G is gay, pronounced like g g g, but the G with a bowl on top makes the sound.
Makes it. I think it's the g.
Wait, what? Why is this a thing? I hate silent letters. You're
Is it silent? I thought it was like a soft g sound, which I know is a sound that exists in Arabic. It's the letter gain.
under arrest, buddy. Go hang out with your friends.
Oh, well, at least these two serve a function. I think this is the hard sign and this is the soft sign. They're a little hard to explain. It has to deal with something they both have to deal with something called palatalization, which is where you make Y like y sounds, but that's a topic for another time.
It's called the Yumashak gay, and it sort of extends the vowel before it, and some
Oh, so it's a long vowel marker.
hard mode dialects go feral with it and
Japanese has something similar to that. It's just a horizontal line that extends a vowel.
turn it into other stuff. And then we stumble upon my worst nightmare.
Uh-oh.
This is a very normal and
Oh, I know about this.
standard I, and it's pronounced like E. But if you decapitate the letter, that is
Okay, good night, Jack.
cut the dot off the top, it becomes a new letter, and this makes the sound.
Sound.
It's like a short
Oh yeah, I know about this one. Cadenarin. Cadenlarin.
little manlet stick that looks really bizarre in words.
Yes, I know about this. It's a dotless
It's too
eye.
tiny. Why are you hiding, little buddy? It reminds me a lot of
You should do the what's up. I should do the what's up first. What's up?
the Russian "uy" or
Ugh.
"uy," which
Ugh.
is the noise someone makes when they get punched. But to pronounce the Turkish "uy," it's more like the noise someone makes when they're doing the punching.
Did I do it right?
And then they have two O's. The naked O is normal, like
Oh yeah.
O, while the O with the nipples on top
I've never heard anyone call it nipples.
makes the
Sound like in German.
sound. Sort of like the noise baguette people make when you ask them a simple question.
Napoleon, you may, how you say, take a break.
Then the furry S with the tail makes the sh sound,
Yeah,
which I must admit
that's
is
just a
more
sh.
efficient than using S plus H. And
Yeah.
finally, we have two U's. The normal U is pronounced like ooh, while the U with the dots is more of a rounded ooh.
Like in German, once again.
So the alphabet doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, you might need to try boxing in order to get the ooh out, but other than that, nothing sticks out as difficult. Except the pesky Yumashak gay. Come on out of
Okay.
prison, little buddy. Wait, where'd the Russian silent letters go? Hadilan Ordan. Even though it doesn't make a noise, the quirked up G has a big effect. This means
Da.
nothing. But if you add the
Da.
gangster G on the end, it extends the A vowel like da, and now it means mountain.
Mountain.
This is absolute nonsense.
Yamur.
But if you add our little button,
Yamur.
it turns into Yamur, and now it means rain.
Okay, that's in most other Latin-based systems, whenever they wanted to notate a long vowel, they would usually put a line above the letter itself, or a macron, but apparently Turkish had to go a step further and just create a special G.
And with that G and a bunch of other vowels, you'd think this language would be hard and annoying to pronounce, but it's really not. And this is
Yeah.
because Turkish has a magical supernatural abracadabra feature known as
Let's go.
vowel harmony.
Oh, I know what this is.
Turkish vowels come in groups, and the vowels in a certain group
Yes.
flow well and are easy to pronounce together. So the GigaChad Turkish developers
Şehirler kapalı.
made a rule where these vowels from one group will always be paired with one another.
Oh, yes, I know what vowel. Yeah.
They're almost segregated. The letter groups seem kinda racist? So vowels in the
Oh,
stem
no.
of a word
Güzel. Güzelce.
It will flow nicely into vowels towards the end. You won't need to strain or injure your mouth or do gymnastics with your tongue like you have to in French and Russian. And this
Uses the Kazakh. No, was that the Kazakh flag?
feels really good as a learner, especially when you realize that you'll be adding a ton of suffixes to every word, so you'll need to know these vowel groups very well or you will go to prison. Erdogan
no.
himself said that if you're caught
You
getting
mean Erdogan?
the vowel harmony wrong even once, you will be sentenced to 5 years.
Well,
You
shit.
just said Malum Kishi's name.
Oh, was that his actual name?
Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Cut the camera.
Dikkat et. Silivri soğuktur.
Nah, that's propaganda.
I don't even know what that is.
Sıcaktır. And partly thanks to vowel harmony, Turkish sounds beautiful. I find it relaxing to listen to. It's very flowy and
I'm
extremely
trying to remember if there are other languages that have vowel harmony.
smooth,
I vaguely remember Hungarian having it, but I'm not sure.
but with strong masculine undertones baked in. It's like a rhythmic machine gun. And the sounds that stick out to me the most are the frequent z's, ch's, and j's. It's like Polish, but with vowels. And
Oh, that's right.
surprisingly,
Oh, you mean like Georgian, but with vowels. You've put a skvini.
people often say that Turkish sounds like Japanese. And at first,
Oh yeah, that I think I mentioned this in another stream where there's this idea that like it was the one about the Uralic languages that we listened to. The idea that the Uralic languages, Turkic, Mongolic, Japanese, Korean are all related to each other, and that they were known as the Turanic languages.
I didn't believe it until I heard some comparisons. It's actually crazy. Here, listen.
I mean, even Hungarians will say that, our language kind of sounds like Turkish. We kind of have this Hun steppe nomad little vibe going on here.
To this, first in Turkish, then in Japanese.
Havacılıkla ilgili bilinen tüm yasalara göre bir arının uçabilmesi mümkün değil. Kanatları tombul vücudunu yerden kaldırmak için çok küçük. Ama arı tabii ki yine de uçuyor.
I mean, I can tell that it's not Japanese because it has a certain intonation to it that is vaguely Middle Eastern. No, I don't think so.
私の名前はきよちちゃんです。北朝鮮が大好きですよ。
No, that ain't it, Chief. I don't think so.
Uncanny resemblance. But seriously, linguists did used to think that Turkish was related to Japanese, but that's since been debunked. And
Yeah.
Turkish
Kind of. There are still some proponents of the Altaic theory.
music is straight flames. I love all the songs from this guy, Acar Anik. His lyrics speak to my
What a great comparison, yes.
soul.
Oh, Muskibim, Moose.
But nothing touches my heart as much as the girl group Manifest. They're
Ooh.
like twice, but better. And instead of K-pop, it's T-pop. And
T-pop.
I've memorized the entire dance that goes with their banger called Snap.
Snap.
Perhaps I'll film it and post it on Patreon.
I don't know. I mean, I do. Truth be told, I do some dances to certain songs, but no one's ever seen them.
But now let's talk about vocab. Turkish words are extremely Turkic, so you
Yes.
won't find many
Kitap, pajama, asansör.
cognates with most languages unless you speak Arabic, Persian, or maybe French. For me, Turkic vocab is a complete new beast. So
Yeah.
let's start with a simple, common word so you don't get too overwhelmed. Görüşürüz.
Görüşürüz.
Holy crap, this word looks insane. It's like a body-modified Hot Topic employee with piercing.
Yes, pretty much. It's missing. She's missing the Invader Zim T-shirts and the Funko Pops.
Let's skip that one and look at Czechoslovak yalilaştıra mediklarımızdanışınız,
No, all I heard was Czechoslovak.
which means hello.
No, it doesn't.
No, I'm kidding. Hello is just merhaba.
Merhaba. That's from Arabic.
But this monstrosity means apparently you are from among those whom we couldn't make into a Czechoslovakian.
Okay, I see. Where's Bunda when we need him?
What the baklava? I'm serious. That is a
Lars from Steven Universe tried making baklava, but he couldn't because it looks so hard.
real comprehensible Turkish word, and I could think of a few uses for it. The reason some words are so wild is because Turkish is an agglutinative language,
Yeah.
which means you take one word, then attach anywhere from 1 to a billion suffixes on the end of it to
And you could also do it with prefixes as well.
create a very dense black hole of information. And there are suffixes for everything.
I'm
for
sure.
Example, for plural,
Yeah, Hungarian has this feature as well.
possession, location, direction, tense, aspect, mood, negation, ability, person, question, and evidentiality to name like 1% of them. Let's take the word Hindi and have some fun with it. Please fasten
Okay, let's see.
your seatbelts. Hindi means Turkey in Turkish,
Does it?
like the animal, not the country. But if we add lar to the end of it,
Hindiler. That's like 2 letters away from a certain mustachioed painter. Let's not bring that up.
becomes Hindilar, which means turkeys plural. Then add an im to that,
Indilerim.
and we get Hindilarim, meaning my turkeys.
My
turkeys,
tur-
and we get Hindilarimde, meaning in my turkeys.
In my turkeys.
Then Kilar,
So, stuffing.
and we get Hindilarimde Kilar, which means from the ones in my turkeys. Skip a few steps, and we get Hindilarimde Kilar den missiones Jersineler missiones, which roughly translates to as if you were from the ones in my turkeys.
Is that even a real word?
So yeah, imagine this type of structure repeated quickly
Turkeys, he said.
in a group setting with a bunch of Turks speaking informally to one another, and you'll see just how much of a challenge this language
Oh, let me guess. They called them Hindis because they were introduced to India at some
will
point.
be. It's not hard per se, but it's just so different from languages most of us are used to speaking. And if we look at one of these forms, notice that all the vowels are from one of the
Oh, yes. This is an example of the vowel harmony. Those are all front vowels.
vowel harmony groups, which allow you to easily create these suffixes yourself once you've memorized the groups. And you gotta be careful with vowels, because if you say this, you're
Sikildum.
just saying you're bored. But if you accidentally put the heads on the eyes, you just
Skildin.
said something happened to you that is very vulgar. It
Uh-oh.
really blows
I probably shouldn't have said it out loud then.
my mind how much information can be stored in just one word.
They look different from the turkeys in your country.
Like
Do you got... I highly doubt New Zealand has turkeys.
even simpler, to ask someone where are you, you
Neredesin.
just say Neredesin. You have the where and you are glued together. It's like magic. But at least between these long words, they like to use the best filler word on the planet, Yani. I
Yani.
love Arabic, and if you've ever heard anyone speak it, you've heard them say Yani
Yani.
a million
Oh,
times, which is the same
I've never heard the term Yani.
word, just the Turks drop the ain. I
Yeah.
also love the word chok, which I think is
Çok.
the best sounding way to say very in any language ever. And
That is çok çok.
to say yes in Turkish, you say evet, which is
Evet. There's a group of evil eyes down here. I wonder why.
so freaking unique and pretty. Evet. And apparently you can say yes by just softly closing your eyes for a few seconds. How's my pronunciation? And
Evet.
no is hayır, but apparently
Hayır. You've seen turkeys in New
you
Zealand.
can say no by just raising your eyebrows
Hayır.
instead. My eyebrows look like fat caterpillars, so I bet
You look like Martin Scorsese and Jennifer Connelly had a baby. And now Yugi Moto is imagining Jennifer Connelly and Martin Scorsese having sex with each other. Why does he keep doing this?
super clear. Turkish is practically a sign language. If you lift your head up and flick your neck, according to Turks, this
I'm not doing that. That looks painful. I remember watching the Geography Now episode about Turkey, and apparently they have very bizarre rituals, to say the least.
means I don't have money. But one of my favorite things about any language I've ever encountered is the way that Turks laugh when texting. We go ha 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 ha, Mexicans go ja 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 ja.
Ja ja ja. And I know that Russians go ksa 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 ksa.
Brazilians k, and that's cool and all. But
Wait.
Turks just smash their face into the keyboard like
Okay, so this is how you laugh in Turkish. Good to know.
I wonder if anyone's ever accidentally written Shakespeare or the US Constitution while laughing.
It wouldn't surprise me, but
Seems impossible, but one Turk I know hit the lottery by typing the same exact letter combination 6 times in one group chat on different dates. And he
really.
managed
How do you know that he didn't just copy and paste it all?
to do this even though Discord is illegal in Turkey.
Is it illegal in Turkey? I mean, I know that recently Discord's been under a lot of fire lately for their age verification, among other things, but, you know.
What are the odds? So now it's time to talk about shock factor. How will native Turkish speakers react to you speaking their language as a foreigner?
He says that every language that hears, or everyone who's you see come across you, then you start speaking their language, they start doing backflips because of how much of a giga chad that you are.
Well, if you walk up to a Turk in real life and you speak some half-decent
Türkiye'yi seviyor.
kebab language to them, they're gonna do a lot of backflip.
Yes, he does this all the
They'll
time.
immediately buy you a donor and then perform the skibbity bop bop belly dance for you while a man hits
Oh, it's the yes, this one right here. No, we're gonna watch that after this just for the
a
lulls.
drum and a cat vibes out.
Let's
Turks
go.
love when you speak their language, and they'll be more than happy to help you learn it. They're not like some Europeans who will switch to English instantly and try to mog you. It's not really the most popular thing to learn, so they'll be surprised, grateful, and they'll think you're an alpha. A lot of Turks speak American, but mainly in the major cities. So if
Yeah.
you travel outside of them,
Yeah, that's very common in cities anyway because English is the de facto lingua franca of the world, so.
The shock factor will increase exponentially. Honestly, even butchered Turkish will make them give you the deed to their house and a car, and they might even invite you to partake in a friendly oil wrestling match.
I'm pretty sure they'll do that with Japanese as well. They'll say, Nihongojo's
And if
this.
you speak fluent Turkish as a foreigner, oh my goodness. Erdogan himself will fly you and your family to Ankara and host you at the presidential complex of Turkey. Then he'll give you
Oh my god, those outfits.
citizenship and 1 billion lira. So in summary, Turkish is 100% one of the best languages to learn in Europe if you want to Shalmashak natives and make them do involuntary backflips.
Let's
I could
go.
talk about this language all day, but I'm going to a hammam, a Turkish bathhouse. So it's time to give Turkish an
Oh, is
official
that a thing?
language sense certified rating on the Simp scale. On a
Okay,
scale of
let's
dog water
go.
to Giga Chad, I placed the Turkish language solidly in
Ready?
the alpha tier.
Okay.
I really like this
I don't really know that much, but you know.
language. It sounds beautiful with some crazy noises, and I
Yeah.
find it incredibly relaxing to listen to. Turkey is a gorgeous country with remarkable history that I would love to visit one day.
Yeah,
both
Turkey's got a crap ton of history going for
to
it.
get a hair transplant and to just experience the culture. And
No, I just want to go. I just want to visit Göbekli Tepe.
learning this language will unlock you a ton of interesting DLC with almost
No, I'd honestly visit a lot of ancient sites. That would be a lot of fun for me.
100 million new NPCs to communicate with. However, the suffixes hurt my brain.
Yes, all of this stuff, all the grammar.
Aspects, but agglutination is a beast that genuinely intimidates me. This language makes German compound words look like
Hanshu or
nothing,
Hanshu.
and it makes Russian
Or actually, I think that might be Hanju. Oh, and then Russian. Yeah, good luck with that.
cases look
The letter O has different pronunciations depending on what word it is and how whatever form it's in.
like a kindergarten color matching exercise. One day I will learn you Turkish. One day I promise. I flirted with you in the past. I even did a live stream where I learned Turkish if you want to go watch that, but for the time being, I'm mejorando mi español.
Let's
If you're
go.
genuinely interested in Turkey, the Turkish language, or Turkish culture, I highly recommend
Seeing the
it.
leaves that can be turned yellow. Yes. Yeah. It's still winter around where I live, but you know. All right, that was fun. That was fun. If I decide to clip this, I'll definitely cut out certain parts. I'll probably cut out I'll cut out the grammar section, if anything. But that depends on whether or not I have the patience. I mean, I had a lot of fun with this reaction, so a lot of the edits would probably... Well, we'll see. We'll see. If I can find it. This one. This one. This one. The cat vibing to Yevon Polka. Only it's not the actual lyrics, it's the scat that Miku usually sings. But we'll listen to the first few seconds of it because I've mentioned more than once that I didn't want to listen to too much music on stream because the last time I did a music listening stream, it was copyright hell. Let's just be real. But we'll listen to a little bit of it just for the lulz. Yeah, just for you guys are gonna have a little bit of a treat. Yes, and you gotta do the I don't remember all the lyrics, but there, I just wanted to do that for you guys because I figured that it would be very cute.